Hello everyone, and another video for today's video, guys, is about our will discuss about the heartfelt ways to be a more understanding person. So in this video and this topic, guys, is about the understanding or more understanding person, di ba? So we need to be understanding person in heartfelt ways. So we are in a world where it is easier to see others as failures more than the reasons why they feel. So by the way, guys, this topic is brought to you us by inspiringtips.com. So we are in a world where it is easier to see others' failures more than the reason why they feel they fail. Yan, di ba? Na failure. It is easier to put our own rights before others and our own comfort before theirs. Most people have overcome self-centered that they have turned so indifferent towards others. If you know how painful it is to be misunderstood and judged during your downfall, then you would be more sensitive to how others feel. You would be more willing to be patient and kind towards them. Di ba? To more understanding person, you can practice these heartfelt ways when treating others. So, number one, that we need to be more understanding to other person or people in a heartfelt ways. Number one, put yourself in other shoes. So we need to put ourselves or ourselves to others' shoes. Before you yell at someone or do anything rude because of impatience, think first about think about how your action or words would affect you if you would be the receiver of those. Diba? Yes, you could have probably arrived or finished your task late. And you'd be disappointed with yourself because if you too, but would you really deserve to be treated this way? Knowing you have disappointed person or someone is already discouraging enough, especially if you have done your best to avoid it from happening. How much more if you receive offensive words or actions for it? It could be or it could completely damage your morale and destroy your motivation to work harder next time. Di ba? Remember, if you want others to be understanding and gentle moments or gentle towards you during your frustrating moments, then please treat others the same way. Di ba? Be careful not to say or do anything that could completely discourage them. Next, understand that others may have a more limited understanding than you. It cannot be denied that there are people who are not as open-minded as others. No matter how much you try to explain your side, they could not just accept it. If you keep on insisting on getting your message across, then you might just you must be end up arguing or attacking the person. If you think you are the one or if you think you are an open-minded individual, then be open the fact that there are some who are not. Debating with them or telling them they are stupid would be stopping them to their level. Therefore, just be patient with these people and understand that they're not capable of understanding. Next, practice being a good listener. Di ba? We need to practice being a good listener. So, sometimes, we easily judge others' characters based on their actions or failures. However, we neglect that fact that something could have happened that pushed them to do what they did, and they probably did not really want to do it. Before concluding that these people are hopelessly messed up, why not give them to listen to their story first? Hearing their side and knowing what they are really going through could help you become more understanding of them. Next, take time to sincerely ask others how they're feeling or how they doing. Di ba? Ask them, ask sincerely other people how they are doing, di ba? Another way to develop your understanding or people is by taking the time to know how they are actually doing. Instead, instead of blurting out the automatic yet non-genuine, "Hi, how are you? What are you doing today?" That's the reason. Greeting whenever you accidentally meet someone. Why not be more intentional in catching up with them? Di ba? If you really want to ask someone how they are, then it is best if you could invite them to sit down over a meal or a cup of coffee. Show them that you are really interested, yeah, in knowing their story by asking questions and not shifting the topic to your life story. It is their time to shine. Remember, you are one to face the person. Next, be open-minded to individual differences. One way to understand other people is by being respectful towards individual differences, meaning you should be aware that everyone has his own or her own belief, principles, preferences. For this reason, you cannot expect all people to agree with your uh, with your with you or vice versa. By being open-minded about human differences, being to be understand where others are coming from, wherever they express their thoughts or do certain actions, di ba? It will help you respect them and their choices. Next, be aware that everyone is fighting a personal battle, di ba? Be aware that everyone is fighting a personal battle. Do you know some people who are rude and unlovable? Diba? Do you know that person? It's your patient tested whenever they are around, so you prefer to stay away from them. Sometimes, the most difficult people to deal with are those who are going through those times or through tough times. Diba? For this reason, instead of disliking them, why not exert more effort to show kindness towards them? If you got this chance, if you get the chance, you can also listen to their story. So listen to their story, encourage them, and help them if you can. Next, find a way to relate with a person. Find a way. We need to find a way to relate that person that we talk. Di ba? In that manner or in that reason, we will listen or we will relate or we will be relating to the person's uh, personal knowledge or personal behavior or experience, di ba? One of the reasons why it is hard to understand other people is because we cannot relate them. So we need to find to the relate. So we need to relate the person. For instance, if you have never experienced depression, then you might think of depressed people to be just being overly dramatic or emo. You would be easily annoyed with them because you might think their pain is not real. Diba? Parang nagpapanggap lang. If you are having hard time understanding other people, then why not find a way to understand their situation? In relation to the example above, you can research depression to understand those struggling people or those struggling person with this condition. Look for ways to see through them, di ba? Next, do not play judge. In connection with number three, what is number three? Number three is a practice being a good listener. So, di ba? Do not play judge. In connection with that, it is more important that you never judge others easily. Aside from listening to them, make sure never treat them with any bias from the start. Never conclude about their situation based on what you hear from others. To be able to do this, you need to control your thoughts about people. Always decide to give them the benefit of the doubt, especially if you do not knowing if you do not know their side of the story yet. Lastly, always assure them that you are ready to listen, or ready to listen to them whenever they need someone to ask or to talk to. Diba? Understand as how you want to be understood. The golden rule. The golden rule. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you can be applied here. The best way to learn how to understand people is by putting yourself in their place. If you want others to be nice and patient to you, then treat them the same way. Ayan, thank you so much guys for joining us today. Thank you so much everyone from where you are now, di ba? So if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And of course, please share if you like our videos. Thank you so much everyone. Bye bye. See you again soon. Stay safe everyone. Love you all.